We have taken a major step toward achieving something that has eluded Northwest Ohio for 50 years.
Regional water is one step closer to being a reality. We were the first to tell you 9 communities met this morning and agreed to a proposed contract.
This after decades of work and a year of tough negotiations. While it seems promising, there is still some road ahead. Blair Caldwell joins us live in studio breaking down the details of the tentative agreement.
Now, Blair, you said the city will maintain ownership of the Collins Park water treatment plant?
Yeah, that's exactly right. But the contract focuses more on what happens inside the plant and how it's governed and the costs coming out of it. But the first time in a year after Ottawa fell apart, parties seem to be on the same page.
Forget the past. The future is regional cooperation. This is really a big deal toward that.
Some say Friday's announcement of a regional water tentative contract agreement is historic, a day some involved thought may never come.
Up until this final draft, I would never have recommended any of the contracts to our residents. This one, with all the changes that were made, is finally what I consider to be a fair agreement.
The new contract is for 40 years and accounts for 9 communities. If they all approve the contract, a regional water commission will be formed with 2 Toledo representatives and 1 from every other contracted community. That commission would set the water rates based off a cost of service methodology, yet Toledo City Council could still veto that decision. But some say this was the change that helped bring action.
We're going to see uniform rates, generally speaking, and we are going to see the price based on what it actually costs to provide the water. That is something that has not happened ever, and I think is a real step toward building the trust.
By getting into the numbers, by making sure we had fair terms, I feel we were able to protect our residents. I think all the other communities feel the same way.
The city of Toledo and Lucas County would be retail customers, while the other communities would pay a uniformed wholesale rate. Everyone will have additional charges specified per the contract. We're told prices are expected to rise for everyone at some point, but will happen over time. Mayor Kapsakavich says they will pay for lead line replacement along with the senior and low income assistance program. Lucas County commissioners say they think some of the billing changes will be a big benefit, like only paying for what you use and a monthly bill.
That was a big sticking point. A lot of it is these artificial minimums. Those are going to go away. And I think the billing monthly people really want rather than the billing quarterly. You'll be able to see a rate, understand a rate, know how your money's getting spent to keep your water clean and safe.
City leaders say rates can't be predicted until communities vote because how many buy in determines the cost. But suburbs say they won't vote this round until Toledo does.
We're not taking it back to our communities this time until City of Toledo Council approves it.
I am very confident in saying that Toledo City Council is poised to approve this contract at its next meeting.
Now that meeting is set for September 3rd. While the mayor stood confident, he did also say this isn't a done deal. After that vote, all other 8 communities will have to also approve the contract. Then a vote will go back to Toledo City Council to approve the rate structure once they know who's in and out of this regional water deal. Reporting in studio, Blair Caldwell, WTOL 11 on Fox 36.